Hello children, welcome again to another class of English grammar. Today children we are going to start with a new chapter, that is the simple future tense. So let us understand how we form sentences and what is the use of a simple future tense. So we use the simple future tense when we need to talk about an action that is about to happen in the time to come or in the future. That means that action hasn't taken place, but it will take place or it shall take place in the time to come. So how do we form sentences? Using the simple future tense. So there is a certain structure that I have written over here. So let us see and explain this to you. So the rule to form simple future sentences is the subject plus will or shall plus the V1 form of the verb, that is the base form of the verb, and then you write the rest of the sentence. To make a declarative sentence, what do? We use the subject plus will or shall plus the V1 form of the verb, and then we write the remaining part of the sentence. To make a negative sentence, we use the subject plus will or shall and plus we add not to it, and then we use the V1 form of the verb, the base form of the verb, and write the remaining part of the sentence. Now to form interrogative sentences, we use or we begin a sentence with will or shall, then we add the subject and we add the V1 form of the verb, that is the base form of the verb, and then write the rest of the sentence and end it with a question mark. So children, now let us understand where do we use will or shall. So sentences beginning with I or we use will and shall. We can use any of the two in the sentence after the subject. Now sentences beginning with he, she, it, they or any other kind of a subject, we use will with it. We use the simple future tense when we offer to do something or when something is going to happen or we are talking about something that will happen in the future, or even when we ask someone to do something for us. So now children, since we have learned the rule or the format to form simple future tense sentences, let us see if we can do these sentences or change these sentences in the simple future tense. So I have written the heading, that is change the sentences into the simple future tense with the help of the words that are given in the bracket. So what are we going to do? We will be writing the sentence with slight changes and we will convert the sentences or change the sentences in the future tense with the help of these words in the bracket. So the sentence that I have written is, I waited for Anu till 6 o'clock. So now I need to change the sentence in the future tense. So I have 8 o'clock in the bracket. So I am going to underline 6 o'clock for you. Now instead of 6 o'clock, I will be using 8 o'clock so that I can speak about the future. So since my sentence is starting with I can use will or shall along with this. That means subject plus will or shall. So I will use will over here. I will. Now we need to see the verb in the sentence. We have the verb in the past tense form, that is waited. So when I write my answer in the future tense, I need to change the verb from the past tense to the simple present tense, that is the V1 form of the verb. So waited will become wait. Now I need to write the rest of the sentence. For Anu till, now instead of the given time over here, I will be using 8 o'clock. Till 8 o'clock. Now children, what is the answer that I have got? I will wait for Anu till 8 o'clock. Now what is the next sentence we have? We have our last language class today. That means we need to talk about the future. So instead of today, I will be using the word that is in the bracket to change it into the future tense. So once again, I begin my sentence with the subject, that is we. Since my subject is starting with we, I know that I can use will or shall along with it. So we shall have. The V1 form is have our last language class. Instead of today, I need to talk about the future. So I will be adding tomorrow. So my answer is we shall have our last language class tomorrow. Now let us have a look at the third example that I have written. The film was released last Friday. So in this sentence we are talking about the past. We need to change it into the future tense. So instead of last Friday, I will be using next Friday, that is the coming Friday. So once again, I begin my sentence with a subject, that is the film. Now we know, according to the rule, that if your sentence starts with he, she, it, they, or any other kind of a subject, we use will. Okay? The film, instead of was, I will change it to the present tense, that is be. The film will be released next Friday. So now children, I hope with the rules you have learned how to change a simple sentence into a negative sentence, into an interrogative sentence, into a declarative sentence, using the format of changing your sentence into simple future tense, and along with that changing simple sentences into the future tense. Thank you.